AI degree paradox. A degree once symbolized a clear passage into the professional world. Years of study, sacrifice, and belief condensed into a single promise of opportunity. But in the age of artificial intelligence, a quiet question is emerging. What happens when the world that degrees prepared us for begins changing faster than education itself? The morning of arrival. The future depends on what you do today. Mahatma Gandhi. On the morning of November 19, 2025, a father woke early with a quiet sense that the day carried unusual weight. The house moved slowly into motion. A graduation gown waited nearby, and somewhere across university campus thousands of families were beginning similar mornings. He was not the one graduating. His daughter was. Along with family members who had traveled from different parts of the country. He would soon join the long stream of parents walking toward the ceremony. The campus would fill with thousands of voices. Parents, grandparents, siblings, friends. All gathered to witness a moment that marks one of life's most symbolic crossings. Watching a child step into adulthood is a rare perspective. Pride mixes with memory. The small child who once held a parent's hand is suddenly standing among graduates ready to receive a degree. On mornings like this, many parents feel the same quiet thought. A chapter has ended. Another is about to begin. The ritual of becoming. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Socrates. Graduation ceremonies carry the weight of centuries. The robes, the stage, the slow procession of names being called. What appears to be a modern university tradition is actually part of a long human ritual. Across cultures and generations, societies have always marked the moment when the young prepare to enter the world of responsibility and contribution. On that morning at Amity, thousands of families watched that transition unfold together. Parents sitting shoulder to shoulder, many quietly remembering the long road that brought their children to this moment. Years of school projects, exams, uncertainty, growth, mistakes, and resilience condensed into a single walk across a stage. For parents, it is not only a celebration of achievement. It is also a reflection of time itself. The moment on the stage. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. John Dewey. When a graduate's name is called, the moment lasts only seconds. A handshake. A degree. A brief crossing from one side of the stage to the other. Yet behind that short walk are thousands of unseen hours. For the daughter walking that stage, for years of effort had finally crystallized into something tangible. A degree. A symbol that represented perseverance, learning, and growth. From the audience, her family watched with the kind of pride that is difficult to express in words. They were surrounded by thousands of other parents experiencing the same emotion. It is one of the quiet truths of human life that the success of children often becomes the deepest reward of those who raise them. In that moment, the future seemed open and promising. For many families, the meaning of the ceremony appears simple. Education leads to opportunity. Hard work leads to independence. The next chapter begins. The quiet months after celebration. Expectation is the root of all heartache. William Shakespeare. In the weeks after graduation, life slowly changed rhythm. The ceremony had ended. Friends had dispersed to different cities. the familiar structure of university life faded into memory. For many graduates, this is when a new journey begins. Applications are written, resumes are sent, interviews are prepared for. At first, the process often carries optimism. But for many recent graduates today, something unexpected has appeared. The silence between responses has grown longer. Parents watch from the sidelines during this stage. They remember the excitement of graduation day, and they also begin to notice the quiet uncertainty that sometimes follows. It is not a lack of effort. It is the environment itself that has changed. When the map changes, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. For decades, education promised stability. Yet today, many graduates are discovering a strange tension. The world encouraged them to earn degrees. But the technologies reshaping work are quietly reducing the roles where those degrees once began their journey. The modern job market behaves much like a living ecosystem. It evolves in response to technology, demographics, and global events. For decades, the path from university to career seemed relatively stable. A master's degree was widely understood as a reliable bridge into professional life. But economic systems rarely remain static. Today, several forces are reshaping that landscape. Automation, artificial intelligence, corporate restructuring, the lingering effects of economic disruptions. Individually, each factor seems manageable. Together, they are altering the terrain that new graduates must navigate. Parents watching their children enter this world can feel the difference. The map they once followed is no longer exactly the same. Perception Insight Quiz. After you listened, open the quiz tab. The questions reveal how you interpreted what you heard and invite you to have noticed the hidden logic in your reactions. Then, share your score in the comments. The surplus of achievement. When supply exceeds demand, value changes. Another quiet shift has been unfolding for decades. More people now attend university than at any previous time in history. Education expanded, opportunity widened, and societies encouraged young people to pursue degrees as a gateway to stability. This expansion produced many benefits. A more educated population strengthens innovation, health, and civic life. Yet systems sometimes produce unexpected results. When millions share the same credential, its economic meaning begins to change. What was once rare becomes common. What once guaranteed opportunity becomes one signal among many. This does not diminish the intellectual value of education, but it does change how markets interpret it. Machines enter the workplace. We shape our tools, and thereafter our tools shape us. Marshall McLuhan. Another force now shaping the job market is artificial intelligence. Unlike earlier machines that replaced physical labor, these systems assist with cognitive tasks. Writing code, analyzing data, summarizing reports, drafting documents. In an unexpected twist, the very generation most educated for knowledge work is entering a moment when machines are becoming capable of performing many of the tasks that once defined the first step of professional life. For businesses, the equation is compelling. If certain tasks can be automated, the need for large numbers of entry-level employees begins to shift. The very roles that once trained young professionals may appear in smaller numbers. History reminds us that technological revolutions always produce disruption before new opportunities emerge. But for graduates beginning their careers today, the transition can feel immediate and personal. The first economic scar. The past is never dead. It's not even past. William Faulkner. Economists have studied what happens when graduates enter the workforce during uncertain economic periods. Their research shows something striking. Those who begin their careers during weak job markets often experience slower wage growth and delayed advancement early in life. These patterns are sometimes called economic scars. Yet human lives rarely follow predictable equations. Many individuals who begin in difficult circumstances develop unusual resilience, creativity, and adaptability. History quietly suggests that challenging beginnings sometimes produce surprisingly strong generations. The invisible weight of waiting. Patience is not passive. On the contrary, it is concentrated strength. Bruce Lee. One of the least discussed aspects of the job search is psychological. Waiting for responses, waiting for interviews, waiting for the moment when opportunity finally appears. For young graduates, this period can feel strangely suspended. Life has technically begun, yet forward motion feels uncertain. Parents observing this phase often recognize the emotional tension it creates. Modern culture celebrates visible progress, but waiting is a quieter form of experience. It stretches time and invites reflection. And yet, waiting has always been part of human life. Seeds wait beneath soil before growth becomes visible. The expanding gap. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. While young workers navigate these changes, economists are observing another pattern. Economic inequality has been widening. Over recent decades, wealth has accumulated rapidly among the highest earners while growth for many others has slowed. When young graduates struggle to establish stable careers, this imbalance can deepen further. From a broader perspective, youth employment often acts as an early signal for economic health. When young workers struggle to enter the workforce, it sometimes reflects deeper structural changes unfolding beneath the surface. Signals like these invite societies to pause and reflect on the systems they have built. Learning the language of new tools. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Alvin Toffler. Despite these challenges, another pattern is quietly emerging. Young workers are beginning to learn the language of the tools that are reshaping the modern workplace. Artificial intelligence, once distant and unfamiliar, is gradually becoming a new form of literacy. Understanding how to guide these systems, how to collaborate with them, and how to use them thoughtfully is becoming part of professional life. History offers many examples of this kind of adaptation. When computers first entered offices, those who learned to work with them did not disappear. They helped define the next generation of work. Every technological shift creates uncertainty at first, but it also opens unfamiliar paths for those willing to explore it. Perhaps the paradox is not that degrees are losing meaning, but that education must now evolve alongside the tools reshaping human work. Standing at the edge of a new world. The future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. William Gibson. Looking back at that morning on Amity's campus, the meaning of the ceremony becomes clearer. Graduation was never a guarantee. It was a threshold. Parents watching their children walk across the stage were witnessing something deeper than the end of university life. They were watching a new generation step into a world already in motion. A world shaped by technology, economics, and cultural change. Every generation enters history at a different moment. Some inherit stability, others inherit transformation. But in every case, humans eventually adapt. The graduates of that day may face an uncertain job market, evolving tools, and shifting expectations. Yet beneath all those changes, something fundamental remains. Curiosity, creativity, resilience. The quiet determination to find one's place in the unfolding story of humanity. This is the Sapiens Way, where humanity reflects on the worlds it creates and the beings it is becoming. The conversation doesn't end here. Visit the quiz tab and share your score in the comments. Thanks for your time. It's been a delight. What should we explore next? Comment, share, and save your insight. Subscribe to Orbital Sapiens and keep your thoughts bright.